Alright, welcome back. So right now we're going to be looking at our first lesson on rates and ratios. And in this lesson we're going to talk about what ratios are and why we use them. So to get started, ratios are just a way of comparing two different quantities, or potentially more. And we use this in everyday life through recipes and through industrial activities, maybe like mixing paint. And the way a ratio looks is it basically has something like this: 2 and then a colon and then 3, and this is read 2 2 3, or another one might be 4 2 1. And what this is saying in this first one is that for every 2 parts of something we add 3 parts of something else. Think it more like 2 cups of flour to every 3 cups of sugar that might go into a cake, or 4 potentially cups of water to every single cup of paint to thin it out. So it can be useful for helping us decide how much of any quantity in any units we should mix together. So starting off, we're going to be looking at what are called equivalent ratios, and equivalent ratios are very similar to equivalent fractions. So if we start off with A, we're going to complete each pair of these equivalent ratios. So we have 3 to 5 is equivalent to 9 to something. Now to get from 3 to 9, we've multiplied it by 3. In order for this ratio to be the same but scaled up, we need to do the same to the 5. So let's multiply the 5 by 3 as well and get 15. Alright, so now that we've done that, we can see although the numbers have changed, the ratio actually hasn't. Let's look at B. We have 4 to 7 is equal to some number to 35. So how have I gone from 7 to 35? Well, I've multiplied by 5. I have to do the exact same to our first part of the ratio. So 4 times 5 is just 20. I've changed the ratio, but it still has the same meaning, just with different numbers. Think about it almost as if we are taking a simplified fraction or a simplified ratio and converting it or scaling it up to a larger one. Now this will be useful later on, but for the moment it's purely just about learning this operation. Next we have 6 to 8 is equal to 18 to some other number. So to go from 6 to 18, we've multiplied it by 3, which means you have to do the exact same to our number of 8, which is 8 times 3 is going to be 24. If we look at D, which is our last one, actually let's make some space. Our last one, D, is 9 to 11 is equal to some number, which is our unknown, to 22. So to go from 11 to 22, I've multiplied this by 2. I just have to do the same to the 9. 9 times 2 is 18. Now we've created our equivalent ratios by multiplying each part of the ratio by the same number. And they will only ever be equivalent if we do the same thing to both parts of the ratio. That means we multiply it by a number like 2 or a scale factor, or we divide by it. We can switch between both of these equivalent fractions using that knowledge. Alright, that's it for this video. Hopefully it's helpful, and I will see you in the next one.